Welcome back. Today we're diving into one of the most crucial skills you can develop in both life and business, the art of effective decision making. Whether it's deciding which career path to take, whether to make a major life change, or how to handle daily business challenges, decision making is at the core of almost everything we do. The ability to make confident, effective decisions doesn't just influence your success, it shapes your entire life. Yet many of us struggle with indecision, overthinking, or the fear of making the wrong choice. But today, we're going to unlock the secrets to becoming a master decision maker.
Are you often overwhelmed by choices and unsure about the best course of action? In this video, you will discover the different decision-making styles and you will get to determine which one suits you best. We'll also share powerful techniques that will help you make confident, effective decisions every time so you can stop second-guessing yourself. And finally, we'll tackle decision paralysis and the fear of making wrong choices, giving you strategies to move forward with clarity and confidence. Now, let's get started by understanding the difference between or the different decision-making styles. Knowing your natural approach to decisions can help you recognize your strengths and areas where you can improve. When it comes to decision-making, there is no one-size-fits-all approach. Different situations call for different styles of decision-making, and knowing which style suits you best can help you navigate choices more effectively. Let's break down some of the most common decision-making styles. Starting with this one, the analytical versus intuitive decision-making. Analytical decision makers rely heavily on data, facts, and a structured approach to arrive at their decisions. They often break down problems into smaller parts and carefully weigh each option. On the other hand, intuitive decision makers go with their gut feeling or instinct. They trust their inner sense of what's right. Often they make decisions quickly without needing a lot of details. Here's something to reflect on. Ask yourself, do you prefer to gather all the facts before making a decision, or do you usually rely on your instincts? Both styles have their strengths. Analytical decision-making is great for complex situations that require careful consideration, while intuitive decision-making can be beneficial when quick decisions are necessary, especially when your previous experience guides you. Next, there's the collaborative versus autonomous decision-making. Collaborative decision makers like to involve others in the decision-making process. They seek input, feedback, and different perspectives before arriving at a conclusion. Autonomous decision makers, however, prefer to make decisions on their own without needing much external input. Both approaches have their place, depending on the situation. For example, in a work setting, a collaborative decision-making style might be more effective when working with a team or on a big project, as it allows for collective insights. In contrast, an autonomous style might be better suited for personal life decisions, such as career changes, where you are the primary stakeholder.
Absolutely. Then there is the fast versus slow decision making. Some people are naturally fast decision makers. They can quickly assess a situation and make a decision on the spot. Others prefer a slower, more deliberate process, taking time to weigh all the options and consider the long-term consequences. Here's a tip for you. Neither fast nor slow decision making is inherently better. It depends on the context. In high-pressure situations, a fast decision-making approach might be necessary for long-term strategic decisions. A slower approach may lead to better outcomes. Now that you understand the different decision-making styles, let's explore practical techniques that would help you make confident, effective decisions. These methods can be applied in various situations to help you weigh options and choose the best course of action. There's the pros and cons method. This is a classic technique that helps you weigh the positives and negatives of any situation. Simply create a list of pros and cons for each option while considering. The act of writing down can give you clarity and reveal which options has more advantage or fewer drawbacks. Here's a tip for you. When using the pros and cons method, consider adding weight to each item on your list based on its importance. This way you can prioritize factors that matter most to you rather than treating all points equally. Next, there is decision matrices for complex choices. When you're faced with a complex decision that involves many variables, a decision matrix can be incredibly helpful. This technique involves creating a table with your options on one side and the factors that are important to you on the other. You then rate each option based on these factors and calculate a total score, to help you objectively compare your choices. For example, let's say you are deciding between 3 job offers. You could create a decision matrix with factors like salary, company culture, growth opportunities, and work-life balance. Rating each offer based on these factors can give you a clearer idea of which job is the best fit for you overall.
And another practical technique is utilizing the 10-10-10 rule. This technique, popularized by author Susie Welch, is designed to help you think about decisions from a broader perspective. When faced with a decision, ask yourself, how will I feel about this choice 10 minutes from now? Or in about 10 months from now? Or in about 10 years from now? This rule helps you step back and consider the short-term and long-term impact of your decision. The 10-10-10 rule is especially helpful when you're stuck in the moment and feeling emotional about a decision. It helps you zoom out and see the bigger picture, which can lead to better long-term outcomes. One of the biggest barriers to confident decision-making is decision paralysis, the inability to make a choice due to overthinking or fear of making the wrong decision. Let's explore strategies that can help you overcome this common challenge. Our first strategy is recognizing and challenging decision-making fears. The fear of making a wrong choice can be paralyzing, but it's important to recognize that no decision is perfect, and almost every decision comes with some degree of uncertainty. So instead of letting fear hold you back, challenge it by asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen? More often than not, the worst case scenario is not as catastrophic as you may imagine. When next the fear of making the wrong decision arises, reframe the situation. Instead of thinking, what if this goes wrong? Ask yourself, what if this turns out better than I expected? This shift in thinking can help you reduce anxiety and move you forward to action. The next strategy is embracing imperfect action over perfect inaction.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. So that's embracing imperfect action over perfect inaction. One of the most powerful lessons in decision making is that it's better to take imperfect action than no action at all.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for the perfect decision often leads to missed opportunities, especially in business.
Absolutely.
Taking action, even if it's not perfect, moves you forward. You can always adjust as you go.
Absolutely.
Okay. Consider an entrepreneur deciding whether to launch a new product. Waiting for the perfect product or the perfect market conditions could result in delays or missed opportunities. By embracing imperfect action, they launch the product, they gather feedback, and make improvements along the way. The key is to get started and make progress rather than waiting for everything to be flawless.
You know what they say, you wait for every light to turn green, well, you'll be waiting forever. Our last strategy is learning from and adjusting after decisions have been made. It's important to understand that not every decision will lead to success, and that's okay too. The key is to learn from your decisions, whether they turn out as expected or not. Every decision offers valuable feedback, as John mentioned earlier, that you can use to adjust and improve. This mindset not only reduces the fear of making wrong choices, but also builds confidence over time. Here's a tip for you. After making a decision, Reflect on the outcome. What went well? What could have been done differently? This reflection process helps you learn and grow as a decision maker. So each choice becomes a stepping stone to better decisions in the future. Would love to hear from you. What's one significant decision you've made that changed the course of your life or career? Or if you struggle with decision making, what's your biggest challenge? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's support each other in becoming better decision makers. Don't forget to subscribe for more strategies on mastering crucial life skills on our channel.
So are you ready to become a master decision maker and take control of your life and career? We'd love to help you create a personalized strategy for confident and effective decision making. Click the link below to schedule a free 30-minute consultation with our expert coaching team. During this call, we'll discuss your unique goals, challenges, and how our proven methods can help you overcome decision paralysis and make choices that propel you towards success. Don't let indecision hold you back any longer. Book your session now and let's start transforming your decision-making skills today.